What's up, boys? Brand new video today. So as y'all can see in the title, today I'm gonna show you all how I trade Asia session. Um, and it's also a trade recap. So I will go through a trade that I took on the Asia session, and just explain why I took it and all the confluences behind the trade. So first, I think that Asia session is a really good alternative to New York AM because, um, of course, New York AM is better than Asia session. And if you can trade New York AM, trade New York AM, it's better. But if you can't trade New York AM because I don't know, you have school just like I do, or you work, or it doesn't match your time zone, then you can just try Asia session. And just like I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So as y'all probably realize, I'm on XAU USD. I normally trade gold futures, but I'm still in the trenches right now, so I don't have a fixed replay premium. So I'm using Forex, but it's the same movement, maybe like some small like some small difference, but mainly the same exact thing. So yeah, just trade MGC or GC if I on my Express account. I normally do trade gold futures. So why do I trade gold? Because NQ price action is very slow during Asia session, and gold has some really clean price action, especially in the last 2 weeks. I've really looked into gold, and price has been moving really nicely. And I trade Mech model, right? So PB Blake Mech model. So if you're trading the same model as me, I can guarantee you there is some really good setups on gold, right? So first, the time, right? So market close at 5 or like 4.99. No, bro, 4.59 or 16.59, and reopens at 18. So from 18 to 20 is like Asia pre-market, so it can be decent. All right, so I usually up on the charts at like 7, uh, and from 7 to 750 I look for trades. Why I stopped looking at 750? Because Asia session opens at 20, which means that the 20 candle is just like 930 candle. So it's usually either manipulating, and it's really big. So you can get stepped out or break even if you were in a trade, right? So I either wait, or if it's a really good setup, I just put break even at 20. So, but I usually avoid them. So that's why from 7 to 750 there's really good setup, and then I just wait until like 8 or 5, just to see what markets has to offer. So we can just skip until 18. It's going to take a while if I'm the one. Oh yeah, I'm just going to show you my quick all-time high model right after that. Bang, bang. So, if you just go on the higher time frames, as y'all can see, we are extremely bullish on gold, and in the past few weeks, we've been really pumping. So we are in all-time highs conditions, right? So what I want to see when we are in all-time highs condition is just price comes up, right? So we make all-time highs right here. What I want to see price do is just trade away from all-time highs and retrace into the discounted area, which is like equilibrium or 50% of a range. So from here, from can I just make it bigger? Like what? What the fuck, man? Can I just make it bigger? What is this? So from here to here, right? It's our range. So I want to see price retracing it into a discounted PDRA, which is let's say a high time frame for value gap. So a 30 minute, a 15 minute, or a 1 hour gap. Then I want to say rejection, and I just want to see price step into, like, let's say a 5-minute fair value gap, and then my target is just going to be all-time highs. So that's just a really nice, and just pair it with MEC model, so with the highest time frame inversion out of the PD array, or let's say this is a 15-minute gap, you could just take the rejection out of it and just target, let's say, a 5-minute gap that we have around here. Or this could just be, also, we could just enter, let's say that's a 15-minute gap, we just sweep this intermediate low. I could enter off that rejection to, yeah, so just pair this with the MEC model, and it's going to be really working really well together. So the trade that I took is actually a dub. It's a win, and it's at 21.15. I don't think that there's any time where it's too late. I usually up off at like 21. It depends if like a setup is forming. I might wait until like 21.30, but after that I'm usually up off, because from like, it's like I don't spend more than 2 hours on the chart, because after like 2 hours of waiting for something to present itself, you might actually take a setup that isn't good, you know. So that's why I usually up off, and it gets calmer. But you can just keep watching price if you're like really calm and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to go towards the trade I took. So we're just trading and arranging. So as I said, we usually have a big candle at 20. So we have a bigger candle than usual. So then I'm just gonna go towards the time I took the trade. I think I entered at 21.15. Yeah, so we can just keep that in mind. Here we open 5 minutes fair value gaps, right? This is now our all-time highs. Oh, my bad. ATH, all-time highs. So if we go just on the 15-minute time frame, we just close. So we just made a 15-minute fair value gaps right there. Fair value gaps, 15-minute fair value gaps, right? So bang. So what do I want? I would just want to see price tap into it and then invalidate the highest time frame inversion. So I can just see, bang. So our highest time frame inversion would be this 3-minute. It's very small, but it's there. Y'all can see it, and we just tap into it, and we had a really strong rejection. So once we tap into the gap that we try to inverse, all right, we're counting the candles after. So that's the first one, because it's the one that created the first contact with the gap. So if it takes less than 3 candles to invalidate the gap, it's a really good inversion. If it takes less than 4, it's a decent inversion. And if it takes more than 5, it's a bad inversion, and I usually avoid those inversion entry, all right, because it shows a weak order flow in that direction. All right, so yeah, and the candles, let's say we count the number of candles of the same time frame as the gap that we're trying to invalidate. So let's say it's a 3-minute gap, we count the number of 3 minutes candle. So 2, 3, 4. So 4 is like our max. After that, we won't take any trades. So we can also see that we stop hunt that low that was inside the gap. All right, so here, stop hunt, and so that's like a sort of manipulation. We created another gap around here. That's a 1-minute gap. So if we want to see longs, we would want a inversion of that gap, and as y'all can see, we are into this 15-minute fair value gap right there. So is it the highest time frame inversion? Yes, because we don't have a 3-minute gap, and we probably don't have a 5-minute heater, right? So you have a 1-minute gap right there, all-time highs around here. So if I want to take a long, I want to see this gap get invalidated. So we had the first contact with the gap. So now we can count the candles. We had a really nice bullish closure. Then we tap into this 1 minute gap that we just created with our third candle. We tap into it, and we have a really nice rejection, and the fourth candle invalidates that 1 minute gap. Yes, it is 4 candles, but we have to look at what happens with the candles before. We had a really nice and strong candle, this one, and then we created a 1 minute gap, and we respected it, right? So that is a good inversion. Now I do think that I entered off a retracement, which is I don't suggest you do the same, all right, because you are going to miss a lot of setups. Okay, it was like a mistake. I was not paying attention, so I missed my entry, but I just entered lower, so it's no big deal. I can show you the entries. Right here. Can we see this? No, we can't. We can't. Down. That's crazy. Bang. Can y'all see? Yes, I think y'all can. Bet. So, bang, bang, bang. So y'all can see. Wait, that's big. Bang. So, I entered in the next candle, so a bit of a retracement, and break even was at the internal high, my bad, and I took some partials at that unit intermittent high that we made, and my final take profit was this was the all-time high. So now I can put the executions away and just show y'all how the trade went. So I don't remember. I don't think it was like something like that. I don't remember. Oh yeah. I think it was like CE of this 3-minute wick. Yeah, something like that. I don't remember it perfectly. So my break-even point is this next internal high. Break even. Bang. Then I took some partials at this intermittent high. I won't take them in this example because it's long to set up and it's just not worth the time. I can just tell y'all I took some partials around here. Why? It's because it's around 1 hour. Okay, so and I price code reject off of this 3-minute intermittent high. It's not very probable because we don't have like a lot of to offer to the markets below, right? Because this low already got manipulated, so that's like a high resistance stop. So but it could be there's no confluence that offers 100% like win rate, if I can say. So that's why I took some partials. I think I took like 25%. So I can just set my limits. Bang, bang. So 994.5. Yeah, that's good. I want to risk. No, I don't want to risk this. I want to risk like 0.2. What? 0.2. So I usually risk 200 on my Express account. So bang, have my limit set up, all-time highs, rejection of the 15-minute fair value gaps, tapped into, and I can just show y'all too, compared to what I said before. Yeah, we're just into that range, right? Into that discounted area. So we have a 1-minute invalidation, which is our highest time frame IFVG. We have a stop hunt, rejecting off a 15-minute fair value gap. Break even is at the internal high. Partials at this intermediate high. at 1 RR and my TP is at all-time highs, and that is a 2.2 RR trade. Yeah, so let's see how it plays out. So we get filled on that candle, then we are in a little bit of drawdown, then price starts to pump, bang. Oh, here I got really like, I was close to my break-even point and we went back to my entry, but I didn't get a break-even. The next candle break-even point is it. So what do? I put my stop at break-even, and then bang, partials is it. For partials, yeah. So my partial was it. Then so now the trade is also risk-free, right? Because my stop loss is at break-even, and then bang bang, TP smacked with this big candle, and that was a 400 something win, 439 win, which is a 2.2 HAR, which is actually a really clean trade. And I think that Asia session is really offering really good setups, especially on gold. So, and you might have seen like your favorite influencers trade Asia session too. So after this video, I think that you have a lot of what you need to be successful on Asia trading and Asia session. I do think though that you need to be really patient because gold manipulates a lot. So if you trade 30-second entries, I can go into 30 seconds because as I said, I don't have FX Replay Premium, but there was a 30-second entry around here and I've gotten stopped out. I don't take any 30-second entries anymore because from all the backtesting that I've done, it just shows me that I lose more than I win using 30-second entries. So I just avoid them. Maybe if you do take them, just be really careful with them. So that's pretty much it for this trade recap / educational vids. If you have any questions, just you can just ask them on IG or Discord. We'll answer them, or even in the comments. So just just any thoughts, suggestions, or any concept that you would want me to cover up, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll appreciate that. So hope y'all like the vid, and yeah, I think that was a decent vid.